everyone, and this video is an idea that I came up with and which I thought was very clever, and this is top 5 horror movie franchises which don't feature any iconic horror movie characters. When I mean iconic, I mean Freddy, Jason, Michael, Pinhead, and also the Tall Man and Chucky. And here's a list of 5, which I'm also going to mention a couple honorable mentions at the end, and I'm only going to show like one movie each because I didn't want to go through my movies to look for all of them. First up is the Hatchet franchise, starting with the 2007 Adam Green movie, and this is a pretty good throwback to the 80s slasher films, and the second one started to be pretty good when Danielle Harris came on, and the fourth one, and then there was Hatchet 3, which was decent, and then there was the fourth one, which was just called Victor Crowley. Why didn't they just call it Hatchet 4? I have no idea. And the kill scenes are pretty top-notch and cartoonish, and plenty of blood, and the storylines are pretty good. And looking forward to the fifth one, if there's ever going to be one. Next up is the From Dusk Till Dawn trilogy, and this is a triple pack, which I'm pretty sure is out of print, but I know all 3 of the movies are available on DVD as a set, or one DVD or whatever. And anyway, the movies are pretty entertaining. The first one will always be a 90s horror classic, and part 2 is pretty good. I mean, part 3 is kind of like a prequel. Sorry about the blurriness. And at number 3, Rob Zombie's Firefly family trilogy, starting with 2003's House of a Thousand Corpses, which was a pretty good throwback to the 70s horror films. And then 2005's Devil's Rejects came out, which had the Firefly family running from the law, which were Baby, Otis, and Captain Spaulding, and that was pretty much like a road movie. And then there was 2019's 3 from Hell, which was pretty good, also Sid Haig's last movie. And to me, Rob Zombie doesn't really get that much respect as a filmmaker, but you're entitled not to like most of his movies, and some of his movies are definitely pretty good. Clocking in at number 2, the Conjuring movies, starting with the first Conjuring, and then there was the Conjuring 2, and I just recently checked out the Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It, which is definitely pretty good. And these are pretty good movies about the Ed and Lorraine Warren who investigate cases, and the plots in these movies are pretty good and very realistic. And if a fourth one comes out, I'll definitely be looking forward to it. And this also spawned the Annabelle movies, and The Nun, and the Curse of La Llorona. And at number 1, the Evil Dead trilogy, starting off with the very first Evil Dead, and then there was Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, and the movies are definitely pretty good. I mean, the Ash character is what made the movies, and the series was pretty good was pretty good also. I just about said movie. Well, I did say movie. Anyway, I heard there will be a fourth one, and also the series was pretty good also. And that's all of the titles for this video, and Now for a couple of honorable mentions. The Insidious movies with Lin Shaye and Lee Whannell, and those are pretty good movies, very entertaining. And also the Paranormal Activity franchise, which are also pretty good. I mean, the marked ones was pretty good also, even though it stepped away from the storyline from the first three movies, and the last one was pretty good also. I don't know if I'd want to see the reboot, since I heard there's going to be a reboot. Anyway, if anyone wants to do a video response, feel free. Anyway, this is Ron here saying take care and see ya.